Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Mustangs will put total leather and we'll get started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense takes the field for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping. Guys,
they aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving fast.
Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
So the SMU Mustangs offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Mustangs line it up with a 1st and goal. Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Got enough space. Touchdown, SMU. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Handoff from the gun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The SMU offense is headed. Field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They'll run it to the right side. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Open space at the 25. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Makes the grab. They
will score!
Touchdown, Mustang!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Pulls it in. It's Smith. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Smith takes the handoff. Tackled after picking up the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, SMU! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Yeah, and how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
TCU 0.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. And off from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air. It's Hoover. He's taking the shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you. You're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter.
Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a win.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Mustangs are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks. And a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him. But how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
Spits it out to the back. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Got it past the marker. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown Mustangs.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. The give from the gun. Runs through the tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Quickly to the tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Hoover. Got his man downfield. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Fires to the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Richardson. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over NC State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping it up. Gonna take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Bailey. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Oh, look out. There he goes. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it down 1st and goal.
He's
been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Touch pass on the run. And he will take it in. Touchdown, SMU.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, running back on the move. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They'll try the running game off the right tackle. At the 40, there he goes. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And the try is no good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Horned Frogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And here's the return. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up. offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got a man. It's Smith. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
All right, they get the completion, don't get the 1st down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here no matter where you are in the field. Keep this drive going.
Yeah, in 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
2nd down coming up. The hand to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
On 4th down, going to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Offense getting set for 1st down. On the ground, it's Cook. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. The throw to the outside is complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. Tackle is made after the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs are marching down the field. With jet sweep pass. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The play action fake. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Man, I love these goal-to-go situations. Give it to your QB. Don't do any of the read stuff. Don't do any of this stuff that takes time. Go now, get downhill, follow your blocks, and get in the end zone. Nice decisiveness by the QBs.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The Mustangs get enough for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Big play for this offense. They get it to the 32. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Smith. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quick handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Uncorks it. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22. The offense set for a first down play. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up up in a rivalry game?
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oklahoma is in trouble. You could bring back any of the Heisman winners they've had here, Bradford or Mayfield or Murray. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 17 to Tennessee. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. He's looking to throw it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Got it in the middle. It's Richardson. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Looking at a second and short now. The snap sets up the throw. He's got his man. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Hoover coming after him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Richardson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the single back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And now on first down after converting with the run. Right back to the well. At the 20, he's got space. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Mustangs are threatening in the red zone. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Try to barge their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, SMU! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The lone back's got it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.